We've all seen the TikTok videos. Become a real estate agent in a week and make thousands of dollars instantly. But that couldn't be further from the truth. It isn't just fancy homes, big commissions, and flexible schedules. There's a lot more to it. So in this video, we'll tell you all about it. Everything from actually becoming an agent to what challenges you might face. Let me tell you a quick story. Imagine you're sitting in your office sipping your coffee and the phone rings. On the other end is a young couple, first-time homebuyers, and they're nervous but excited. They've saved up for years and are finally ready to buy their first home. It's a huge milestone, and you're the person they trust to guide them through this emotional roller coaster. Now, as a real estate agent, that's just one part of your day. You're more than just a house tour guide. You're their advisor, their negotiator, and sometimes even their therapist. But let's back up for a second. What exactly does a real estate agent do? Day in and day out? Well, let me tell you, every single day looks different. Some mornings, you might be meeting with a seller to talk about putting their house on the market. You walk through the home, chat about pricing strategies, and figure out what repairs or upgrades could really boost their property's value. Then, maybe you're off to the office, diving into market trends. This is where being a real estate agent gets analytical, and honestly, kind of exciting. You'll study how prices are moving in your area, figure out what buyers are looking for, and track how quickly homes are selling. The market's always changing, and you've got to stay on top of it. In the afternoon, you're probably out showing homes to potential buyers. And here's where your people skills totally shine. You're not just opening doors and giving tours. You're really listening to their needs, answering their concerns, and helping them visualize their future in that space. And then, the real magic happens. Negotiations. Let's say you found the perfect home for that young couple we talked about earlier. Now, it's time to make an offer. This is where things get intense. You're the one making sure they don't overpay, but also that their offer is strong enough to actually get the house. It's like being their coach in the final minutes of a close game. High stakes, high energy, and totally rewarding when it all comes together, and when the deal finally comes through. That's such a great moment. But your work isn't done yet. Now you're helping your clients with the closing process. Tons of paperwork, contracts, legal forms. It can be overwhelming for them. That's where you step in. Your job is to guide them through it all, making the process as smooth and stress-free as possible. But here's the thing. To really succeed in real estate, you've got to build a rock-solid network. This means connecting with other agents, mortgage brokers, contractors, basically anyone in the industry. The more people you know, the stronger your business will grow. Relationships are everything in this career. So you're thinking, this sounds like an amazing career. How do I even get started? Well, the good news is that becoming a real estate agent is actually more straightforward than you might think. First, you've got to meet your state's licensing requirements. For most states, that means you need to be at least 18 or 19 years old and have a high school diploma or equivalent. Easy enough so far, right? But here's where it gets a little more technical. You'll need to complete something called pre-licensing courses. These are classes that cover the basics of real estate, everything from property law to contracts. It's not just about knowing how to sell a house. You've got to understand all the rules and regulations that come with it. Depending on where you live, this could be anywhere from 60 to 120 hours of coursework. Once you've wrapped up your courses, you'll need to pass your state licensing exam. Now, this is the part where some people start to feel nervous. The test can be a little tricky because it covers both national real estate principles and your state-specific laws. But here's the thing. If you prep the right way, you've got this. It's absolutely doable with a little hard work. All right, so you've passed the exam. You're almost there. The next step is finding a broker to work under. Now think of a broker as your mentor. They've got the experience, they handle the legal responsibilities, and they'll help you learn the ropes as you get started. It's kind of like having a coach to guide you through your rookie season. Once you've joined a brokerage, you'll need to officially activate your real estate license. This part's pretty straightforward. It usually just involves paying a fee and wrapping up some final paperwork. And that's it. You're officially a real estate agent. But here's the thing, the learning doesn't stop here. You'll need to keep educating yourself, staying on top of new laws, market trends, and the latest tools in the industry. Real estate is always evolving, and staying sharp is how you keep growing in your career. Like with any career, there are challenges, and it's important to go into this with your eyes wide open. Here's an example to put things into perspective. A real estate agent sold only one house in her first year. This isn't meant to discourage you, but to highlight a common reality. Building a client base takes time. Success in real estate doesn't happen overnight. In the beginning, it's all about hustle. Networking, attending events, marketing yourself online. You've got to put yourself out there. Here's the kicker. Real estate is commission-based. If you're not selling homes, you're not making money. It's that simple. Some months, they'll be amazing. Others, pretty quiet. That's why smart budgeting is your best friend. You've got to be ready for those slower seasons. And then there's the time commitment. Yes, there's flexibility, but that also means working evenings, weekends, and being available whenever your clients need you. You might even find yourself answering calls at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. Lastly, let's talk about the emotional side of things. It's a huge deal for people. They're trusting you to guide them through one of the biggest decisions of their lives. When deals fall through or inspections don't go as planned, it can get stressful, for them and for you. You'll need thick skin and a whole lot of patience to handle those tough moments. But if you're up for the challenge, it can be so worth it. Despite the challenges, being a real estate agent has incredible upsides. The flexibility allows you to set your own schedule, giving you the freedom to balance work and life. The financial potential is unlimited. Your income is directly tied to your effort and success. And perhaps most rewarding, you get to guide people through one of the biggest decisions of their lives. Buying a home. Handing over the keys to a new homeowner is a truly special moment. Let's dig a little deeper in the unlimited income potential of agents. The commission-based structure means your earnings are directly tied to your effort. The more homes you sell, the more money you can make. There's no cap on how much you can earn. Your income can literally grow to 7 figures. On average, a real estate agent makes 67% more than the average American. Another benefit is the insider knowledge you'll gain about the real estate market. As you become more experienced, you might spot investment opportunities that others miss. Whether it's buying a rental property or flipping homes, your experience as a real estate agent can open up doors to other ways of generating income through real estate investments. Pause the video right now to screenshot the summary of the entire video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and share this with someone you think would fit this career. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.